actually say that some people are not ready to handle your grief. Like they're not ready to handle you as an individual in your season of grief, because to them it feels like it's a lot. It's like
A burden.
yeah. Like they won't understand your grief the way you see it. So as much as people, and I think we all fall victim to this sometimes, that as much as we want someone to be open with us, sometimes we don't want to deal.
People should come to you, you know, like when you're moaning, like you in grief, bro. Like people should come to you and support you, you know. Like like for me, I'm not a person with words. One thing I'll tell you, like don't expect me to say something like, you know, that will inspire you. I feel like I can't even if I can't relate to something, I can't say anything about it. But I will be there. I will be there. I remember my cousin, the same story when he was passed. Like I didn't know anything to say, even as a lighty, bro. I had nothing to say, but I was there with him, and I feel like that made a difference. You know, we even shared like a vulnerable moment later on.
This mentality would see, you know, what's this? Death is a gift from God that we're not willing to accept. Yeah, well, that's been a thing that I've been, you know, using to just cope.
Death is a gift from God.
From God that we're not willing to accept.
I've never heard of that one.
Some pastor said that to me, then I was like, hey,
that would actually make me rage. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, if you can't, you're not supposed to like say something just, you know, magical, you know, it won't change the fact that someone is grieving, but you being there, your presence, you allowing them to be vulnerable with you, it makes a great deal.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Triple M Show. I'm your host Ebenezer,
and I'm your co-host Dean, and today we have.
Hi guys, it's Leigh, and I'm back up on your screens once again.
What's up, guys? This is Sandos Kosana.
And today we will be talking about grief. So sit back, relax, and let's jump right into the episode. The question of the week is, what is the most unhelpful thing a person can do or say to someone who's grieving? And these are the responses that we got. Sorry. I feel like it's not bad if someone says sorry.
Yo, bro, like sorry is just,
it doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
it's like okay.
It's like putting a plaster on an open wound. It's like
yeah.
Ish.
I think awkward people do tend to just sorry, because there's nothing else you can say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them. It's just that they don't know what to say at that moment.
Exactly, because they know like it's not gonna do anything. Yeah, but
I'm the one that would say sorry.
I can tell. I can tell.
No, it's not because I'm insincere. It's just that I can't understand what you're going through. So
what else?
Okay, let's say it's a death of like a family member.
That's even worse, yo.
Then you say sorry.
Wait, what do you say? Like, other than sorry, what else is there to say?
I mean, first of all, I'd like send my condolences, right?
Yeah.
And then actually listen to the person, like how they're feeling.
Do they even want to talk though?
I mean, I get that, but of course I'll give them that space. But when they're ready to talk, then I'll talk to them. Then actually listen first, then talk to them. Then
sorry is giving hardy. How can you say hardy?
What would you say, things?
I don't know. I think that's just something I'm still trying to figure out. Like, what do you say to someone in times of death? Obviously, I would give my condolences. Or instead of saying sorry, I would offer them a space to come to me and maybe like speak about what they're feeling or how they're feeling. But sorry seems like very surface level. It's like
it's casual.
It's like patting them on the back, like sorry.
Yes. Here's another one. It's going to be okay. Time heals. No, time heals is mad. You can't say time heals. Like it's just happened now.
Time heals.
It does heal.
It does, but like what?
We just arrived.
Yeah.
We just arrived. Okay. This is insane. What? What? Like like you're going to someone who has lost a loved one and you're like, water, like you're
Oh, do you
asking
want some water?
water. Do I look like I want like what
I
am I
mean,
what is
water helps sometimes,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
no.
no
dehydrating yourself from the tears. You need to drink
I
something.
know.
I mean, bro, like,
Okay,
yeah.
I get the being helpful in that way.
Yeah.
But it can't be a general thing where everyone is grieving and doing namans.
I mean, like, here's
water, yeah.
here's some water, dog. Like, you're not okay. Here's some water, bro. It's something.
It's not sick, bro. Someone died.
Okay, this one is insane. You'll be fine. Nobody
Nah,
says that.
yeah,
There's
nobody.
no way,
Nobody
guys.
says that.
Oh,
nobody says that.
You'll be fine. That's like
Why are
you're
you
your
making
own,
that
bruh.
face?
Say it. You'll be fine.
Him,
Ah.
what type of person
Yeah.
are you?
No, bro, you'll be fine.
Wait, think of it as what if that was you? How would you?
If I
react
said
if
you'll be
someone said,
fine, like
you'll be fine?
Yeah,
yeah.
you'll be fine.
Aibo.
Not many people have the same
Yeah,
mentality as you have. Yeah,
Okay,
but
I
some
get-
will feel like how this guy's just leaving me here. Nana is not helping me.
Okay,
So, yeah.
I get that some people have that thing.
Mm.
Okay, and will not understand the way I work.
Yeah.
And it's up to me to understand that she's a different person and you're a different person.
Yeah.
So the approach has to be more different. You understand? But for me, like if it was to me and someone says you'll be fine, you know, I wouldn't mind it because for
You
me
have
it's
a
not a
big
bad thing.
heart, then.
It's
Like
not
your
no,
heart
like
is
it's not even me
humongous.
having a big heart. You'll be fine.
No, I would actually get so upset. Like everyone is out of the house immediately.
Like you're taking
Everyone,
everyone out of the house.
yes.
Oh,
Like I think for me, I think everyone is different, so everyone handles grief differently. For me, I would prefer to deal with all of this in a very small space. I don't want people coming to visit my house because you know what I feel, and this has happened before. Like when my mother passed away and people came to visit my house. You know, the church comes to visit and stuff. I just feel like people are waiting for you to cry. I don't know, guys. Like I don't like it. Like as you're doing devotion, they're like looking at you. Like, oh my gosh, I hate it, guys. I really hate it.
Like in them doing that, they were trying to understand or see the scale of mourning that you're in or the level of mourning that you're at. Like
I do understand. Like I do understand it's not coming from a place of being snacks, but just the way I am and how I wanted to deal with that at that time. I wanted to be on my own. So now if the house is crowded and now
overwhelming.
yeah,
everyone's making noise.
Exactly.
Singing those songs. Yeah.
But like at that time, you were a child, right? At that time when your mom passed. My aunt passed, right? And my uncle. My uncle's left behind. Right? So he found great fortitude in support. He was so happy and he was it kept him going, But now that I hear your feedback, from a child's point of perspective, right? When I look at my younger cousins, they didn't want many people. They wanted like specific people. They wanted their own space there. So I kind of get, sometimes it depends on maybe the level of position you are in life. I feel like right now you're more grown, and if someone passes, I feel like you'd want that support.
But I think I would only want it from my close friends because, like, if I cry, they're not gonna tell me, "Oh, don't cry. Like, you'll be fine." They'll actually let me cry and they'll hug me or embrace me while I cry. Like, I feel like my friends know exactly what to do if I'm in that position. With strangers, it'll be like they might not know exactly how to handle me, and it might make me feel even worse. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it really does depend. Okay, let's go through. I'll read these two because they're kind of the same. You're crying too much. It isn't the end of the world. And then this one,
Bro, like,
even I wouldn't say that.
Don't cry. You know that Jesus is coming again, so you'll see them again. This one is mad. Like it's true,
I
but
mean, yeah, it is true. But then, like, this is your parent, dog.
it's
okay, I feel like
painful.
no disrespect to like Jesus or anything. Like at that moment, you are mourning your parent. Well,
Mm.
everything is about your parents. So them saying Jesus is coming back, it's like it won't be relevant to you. Sure, he's coming back, but like at that moment, nah,
That's
right
not what you're
now.
thinking
It's too
about.
early. Yeah, it's too early.
Big things. What do you think?
I think it is. I feel like some people say that to, I don't know how else to explain this, but maybe they just say that to get away from really being vulnerable with them. Like, I really do hear what you're saying. Like, that's not what you're thinking at that time. Like, the only thing that you think about is your parents. So, as much as yes, it is true, and as much as yes, that does bring comfort, but right now, it doesn't. Because unless he's coming right now, then to someone else, it's
Ish.
like, okay, no, it doesn't really matter because yeah, they're just not coming back like right now. But yeah.
And you miss their presence. It's not like you don't know that you will see them in heaven if that time comes. It's just that right now, maybe you're in a space in life where you still need them. You feel like you
Yeah.
still need them. And that's what hurts
Yeah,
more.
now they're gone.
I think for
Exactly.
me in that statement, what didn't touch the Jesus coming again. Okay, fine. You can. I agree that it's a thing to deflect from being vulnerable, but at the same, like, you can't say don't cry. You know, like, someone has to, like,
They have to
experience
let it
the
out.
emotions. I feel like, even like men don't cry. Like,
You
men
just
messing.
remind
Yeah,
them
don't,
that
like,
you
be
know.
vulnerable. Like,
Yeah.
moan and let it be done. That
Yeah.
phase of moaning. So yeah, don't cry. It's just
It's
a no,
crazy.
it's a no.
Okay. Not encouraging you to speak about the matter or give an ear when you need to speak about it. I think this person is talking about when you've lost a loved one, people don't really give you a space to speak about it or, you know, express maybe how you felt about that time when your loved one passed away. They're in a better place.
I feel like a lot of people say that they are comfortable with allowing someone to be vulnerable with them, but sometimes we like I actually say that some people are not ready to handle your grief. Like, they're not ready to handle you as an individual in your season of grief because to them it feels like it's a lot. It's like
A burden.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they won't understand your grief the way you see it. So as much as people, and I think we all fall victim to this sometimes, that as much as we want someone to be open with us, sometimes we don't want to deal. This is actually reminding me of a poem that I did last year.
Okay.
It's like mourn and you mourn alone. But if you are in joy, people are in joy with you.
Solitude, bro.
Beloved.
Yeah.
It's
no,
solitude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's solitude, guys.
Is it by
Mourn
Emily? Yes, it by
You see now
So-
the name of authors.
that point of grief is that as much as people want you to, for them to allow you that space to be vulnerable, sometimes people don't want that. And
Ish.
it's a lot and it's very tough.
I think you just need to know who to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because some people, they can
I
be
don't
able.
even think in that position you need to go to someone. I feel like people should come to you. Like, when you're moaning, like, you in grief, bro. Like, people should come to you and support you. Like,
Yes.
like, for me, I'm not a person with words. One thing I'll tell you, like, don't expect me to say something like, that will inspire you. I feel like I can't even if I can't relate to something, I can't say anything about it. But I will be there. I will be there. I remember my cousin, the same story when he was passed. Like, I didn't know anything to say, even as a lighty, bro. I had nothing to say, but I was there with him, and I feel like that made a difference. We even shared like a vulnerable moment later on. I was there with him. I was there for him. So people, if you can't, you're not supposed to like say something,
Just
magical. It won't change the fact that someone is grieving, but you being there, your presence, you're allowing them to be vulnerable with you. It makes a great deal.
Yeah,
Okay,
actually.
I'm just going to do 2 more and then we're gonna be done with this segment.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Is that the question?
That is what the person said.
Are
To
you
a person
okay?
who's grieving. Are you okay?
Are you joking?
What do you mean?
Why would you ask this?
I'm delighted. My baby passed away. I'm happy.
Like, are you okay? Like, what are you
are
thinking
you
at that
okay?
moment?
What do you
Like,
think?
Are you okay? Is diabolical, bro.
I think they even things they just said.
They
yeah,
just
it's like
said,
just to say something. Yeah.
or maybe like some people are genuinely not in they're not really in that kind of connection with their emotional side. So for them to be empathetic, it's very difficult. I don't understand it because I'm a very empathetic person, and it comes from a sense of what would I want to hear at this moment? Like if that was me, what would I need to hear? What would I want to hear? And that's why I think it's easy for me to be empathetic. So I think for people to struggle with empathy, I don't understand it personally. And that's why I can't really be empathetic with people who aren't. Like I can't understand like why
Emotional depth thing. If Abby is here in terms of her emotional depth and someone else is here, they can't
understand. Like
yeah.
it'll frustrate me. And I can have patience to a certain extent, but I feel like if there's some level of inconsideration I can see, I really can't because it'll break my heart because if I did the same thing to you, you know you're not gonna like it. So why can't you grasp
Okay.
that?
I get you. Like Tando, I want you to say something. What do you feel about this?
About like being empathetic.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, like I'm more and less the same like you, dog. Like I don't have anything to say, but like I do feel that empathy for you, dog.
Yeah.
Like it's just like maybe I might say something, then it's like wrong choice of words, then it's something that hurts you, yabo. So I feel like, as I said, let me listen to you, yabo. Like cry, do whatever, be angry, then yabo, I'll give my side when you're actually fine about your like less tense.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just how I do it.
I get where you're coming from with emotional depth and how, there's different, okay, let's say emotional maturity. Some people are, there's a point where, are you okay? It means you very, emotionally immature, like with your maturity, it's nah, it's too much.
Yeah.
But there are some people that, like, it's not a question of them being emotionally mature or mature in general. It's really the way it is. And it's not even an excuse. Like some people don't feel a certain type of way. They don't understand feelings as well, like as other people do, due to the way they grow up or due to disorders that they may have. Like, okay, let's not say disorders. Let's say autistic people. Autistic people, it's hard for them to relate to emotional stuff and to deliver emotionally or to understand what you're going through emotionally. But to some degree, it doesn't mean that they don't understand emotions. They actually do understand emotions. They can understand where you're going through, but it takes time. And some generally won't understand that one concept of that you're grieving, that you can't right now. And some people genuinely grew up in that type of environment where they didn't have, emotional development.
Reminds me of the story Tsotsi, dog. You
Oh,
remember that novel? Yo,
yeah,
dog, that guy
You
didn't have
left
any
us.
empathy.
My
Yo.
school didn't do so. We did this was grade 12, ne?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
Grade 11, grade 11,
Yeah,
grade 11.
yes.
What did we do? Okonko, that one.
Okonko.
What is that one?
Who's Okonko?
What is the name of the book? I'm remembering the main character. Wait, dog. That was the name of the main character.
Wait, what's the name of the book?
I can't remember. That book was
Okay, let me give you
Bad,
a
bad,
brief film synopsis of what Zoti was about, if I can even remember. So it's during the apartheid times, right? They were living under the Group Areas Act, where black people and white people were very segregated, whatever. Then Zoti is this gangster, right? On the street, he steals. He even killed someone once, and then, while he was robbing a house, he stole a car. I think I'm wrong. I don't know. But then in the car, yes, then inside the car, yeah, he found a child. So as he was driving away, he turns back and then he sees that there's a child in the car, and then he questions whether or not he should raise the child, and eventually he does. But he doesn't raise the child properly because he has no knowledge of how to raise a child until he meets a woman. The woman's name is Miriam. Then the woman raises the child on his behalf. But then this child plays a role as a catalyst of, I don't know, the child evokes
Emotion in him.
yeah,
Him himself, to
okay.
give some context, him himself, he didn't know who he was. He had no memory of who he was. Like he just suddenly in the streets. So he didn't know his mom, his dad, and the child, his real name. So it helps, like the child invokes it's like a catalyst for all of these things, these events in his life that get him to actually like repent. He goes to church, I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
towards the end.
Eventually,
And then
Interesting.
eventually,
he realized what's his name was David Madondo.
yeah,
David
it's
Madondo.
actually one of the books I finished.
Then he died.
Oh, you're real.
He's totally like it was interesting, bro.
Unfortunately,
nice.
he died.
At the end.
What's wrong with you? What if I wanted to go and read it?
Oh, like so, okay, but like eventually died.
Guys! Ah!
Just play the role, or just what am I saying? The child just evokes emotion out of him or feeling. Because before this, he was just
No,
numb.
he was bad.
Numb.
Yeah.
All he knew was to kill, steal, and
Yeah.
destroy.
So for towards Morris
Yo.
Shabbat.
I don't more this way.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. This is the last one.
Okay.
Say the words be strong.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you.
That's
You know,
also a bit offensive.
be strong is equivalent to saying don't cry.
it's dismissive.
Yeah.
It's highly
Be
dismissive.
strong.
Be
like
strong,
it
aye.
happened now.
Just be
What are we
strong.
being strong for?
It's dismissive.
Yeah.
It
Very
is.
dismissive.
Okay. Yeah, I think we've given people advice on how to comfort people. Don't say these things. Don't do these things because they will slap you. They will chase you out of their homes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, team.
Okay, I have a question. Do you think grief truly ends or it changes into some form?
I don't know, man. But like my experience from grief, like it builds you, as a person. Like in the context of like a girl, you see. Yeah, yeah. Hey, dog, like,
Okay, grieving a relationship.
Yeah,
Okay,
bro. Like, hey, I've been through hell. I've been
What
through
are the
hell.
honeys doing to me?
Bro, hey,
Came to
cousin,
us,
bro.
came
Like,
to us.
it was just like I don't know, man. Like a lot of pride involved,
Okay,
and that led to like a lot of grief.
okay,
Because you didn't care, bro.
okay.
It was like, okay, I cared after like everything was done, but it was just like a strong feeling for each other.
Also, grief showed you the error of your ways.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So you are the problem.
We were both the problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But just he learned from his unhealthy ways to improve in his future relationships.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Now I'm
Now you're a lover boy.
yeah.
So I feel like grief gets better with time. I feel like no.
Not gets better at time, but ends. Do you think it ever
no.
ends?
Okay. No, I feel like grief never ends. You just get better at dealing with it, or you just learn how to, let's say, like you just learn how to make that intense feeling get smaller. Like the first stages of grief, like your feelings are just intense. Everything just feels like it's too much for you to handle. So I feel like time just allows you to learn how to deal with it or to learn how to cope with it. Not that it never ends, but it'll be there. Just it won't hit as hard as it did initially. And that's like in terms of like death. In terms of relationships and
Yeah.
in terms of like relationships and people, still I feel like when someone is alive, like that's even worse. Because this person is always there.
You
Like
can see
you
them.
always you see them, you think so that grief will never end. It's like you grieving something that once was. That hits deep.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what can I say? Okay, I've experienced grief as in someone passing, right? But to fully at the age, I think my aunt, her dying her passing was the biggest thing I've ever from a logical perspective. But from an emotional perspective, I was a kid and I didn't understand, she passed and I was young.
How old were you?
Like 7, 8.
So you
7, 8.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the emotions of it.
No, like
you just understood.
You knew what was happening, but it's like, okay.
I couldn't
I
resonate, the feeling of it. And in my adulthood, I never really felt no, I'm lying. There's one time a kid passed away at school last year, actually. Young kid, very young. I think 7 or 8. And he died playing soccer.
What?
Yeah, it was just like a crazy thing.
Playing
So
soccer, or did something happen like
like
an
he had heart
accident?
conditions prior.
Oh,
So
okay.
like after the match, he
Shame.
couldn't. So I was a head boy and stuff at school, so we had to go like to the funeral stuff to show like support and stuff. So hearing like everyone's perspective on the kid, right? Like who he was and what, and seeing his smile and the impact he had on people at such a like a young age. Like it was like, yo, I felt like, like it really, really touched me. I was actually very emotional that day, I believe. Like I isolated myself from everyone. I even walked home, bro. That's how bad it was.
Shame.
And it was like, trying to understand like, what happens, like
Yeah.
like what's going on? Father God, like are you taking, it was hard.
Boys.
Yeah. So for me, I feel like I spoke to the family afterwards just to give my condolences and stuff. And there was this verse that I read. It was basically speaking about there will be time to mourn and there will be time to rejoice, right? Not to rejoice as in like, in terms of like the person that you've mourned, you can grieve that person. But at the same time, don't let that season of your life be long. And take that person's memories, the joyful memories you have, and rejoice with them.
Yeah.
That's what the verse was saying. And I think that's the only input I gave. So I think that's my whole view on, does grief truly end or does it change into another form? I feel like it depends on you. It can be a good thing to have that person that like I still have his picture, his memorial picture on my phone, and when I look at him, I'm reminded of making impact in life. So depends on the individual, but yeah, I think it can change into a positive form. As dark as death is.
That's deep, bro.
Yeah.
That's deep, bro. Yo,
Okay.
and you say you can't talk about your feelings.
like
Okay. I'll take it.
Okay, what is something about grief that you did not understand until you were in it, like you were experiencing it?
over to Ling.
Yes. Okay.
Eight things.
I think in terms of death, I can't really speak on because either when death has occurred, it's been a thing of I can't really mourn because we didn't really have a bond like that, or even though you may have been close to me, we just didn't have much of a relationship. So wait, I just wanna, what did you ask me again?
What?
Oh.
What? Okay.
Now, because there's a thing about what I want to say that I get the topic.
Yeah.
But in terms of like grieving someone that's still alive, or grieving a relationship, is that you you grieve in the most unexpected times. Like things will just happen unexpectedly. Like I can use maybe going out for ice cream as an example, and then I experience this grief for another individual. Like maybe this used to be something that we used to do together, and it will just unexpectedly happen,
Come
and
out.
I either reminisce or I just think of them and I just feel like sad. Like something that once used to bring us so much joy is now making me grieve, and how unexpectedly it happens. Or I could just be listening to a song and then boom, in my head, this.
Yo, dude.
Yeah, bro.
I can really keep the playlist.
Like you need to go back and make it right.
Go back.
Unexpected it isn't. It the most random time, the most random, or the smallest thing could evoke
Those
memories.
feelings. Yo.
So yeah.
Hey, please repeat your question.
Yeah, it seems like you're getting a lot of
reminiscing.
the flashbacks are distracting you.
Wait,
What is the thing about grief that you only discovered when you were experiencing it?
thing I discovered, like, bro, like it doesn't stop, bro. Like grief doesn't stop. Like let me describe this. Like as Lenny said, like when you go out, it comes back and it comes back strong.
I'm
at
actually
that moment.
scared because I know you're talking from a relationship kind of perspective. So you're never gonna heal with your wife is not gonna.
No, I will heal. It's just that it's like now, man.
He doesn't want to heal.
No, he doesn't want. That's why Dean is saying
Go back.
I'm not
Go
gonna
back until you're done.
again.
No, go back until you don't feel anything.
Nah, I actually, you know what, Ne? I wouldn't agree with that because some people are just toxic. They're dangerous for you. But if you cannot be freed from the shackles, go.
What you just did right now, you know.
What are you doing?
What is he doing?
Toxic.
I just did this, but I stretched.
Nah,
People
Gina's
cannot stretch in South Africa anymore.
guys, justice for Thengy. This boy has been taunting her ever since she got here. No, guys, hate comments in the comment section. Hate. Exactly.
Bit.
Do you think grief? There's a wrong way to grieve, or just because you are grieving, anything goes. Whatever you do, it's fine. You are grieving, it's okay.
I mean,
That's a good question.
lashing your anger out on other people and justifying those actions because you're grieving, it's just not right. Or
Yeah.
now you're fighting people, then using grief as an excuse.
Word.
So yeah,
Word. Big things.
I feel like as long as it doesn't negatively impact other people or negatively impact yourself and lead to your it just detriments you as an individual, then no one can say how you should grieve. But if it's like you're abusing alcohol now you're abusing yourself. You're hurting yourself. As long as it's not detrimental to anyone, including yourself, then how you grieve, I don't think anyone should have a say on how you should do that. But I don't agree with abusing substances or abusing people and then using grief as
Like I'm going through
the
a
reason.
lot.
No.
You know what? I just feel like I have to say it,
Mm.
Or, okay, you know what? We're gonna take a break and we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about this. I have a story to share on what you said.
okay.
So we're gonna take a break and we'll be right back on the second half to hear my story. I have a story to share, guys. So stay tuned.
On the Triple M Show.
And we are back for the second half of the show. And I am back with my story. You mentioned that there are people who victimize their grief. And I will say that I have been a victim of someone like that. It was at the worst time possible here. By the way, when my mother passed away, I was in grade 8. There was a girl who came to my school 2 months after, I believe it was 2 months after my mom passed away. And apparently her mom passed away as well on the same year. Tell me why that she was so awful. Once, in the morning before assembly, I went to the bathroom and I saw her in the bathroom. She was trying to fix her hair. I helped her with her hair. And we spoke about the fact that both our moms had passed away that year. Tell me why that girl tormented me, guys. Your grade 8 was hell. That girl was so mean. And every time you'd call her out or you'd report her, she would say, "Oh, I'm going through a lot. Like my mom passed away."
Oh.
And when I tell you,
I'm saying, what about you though?
Bro.
That's
Dude.
not an excuse.
And thing is, I think at the time in grade 8, I'm not gonna lie, I was very I couldn't defend myself. I was because in primary I wasn't shy. I was very bubbly, but I wasn't
strong, confident.
I don't fight with people. In primary, everyone liked me in my class. Everyone liked me, so I never fought with anyone. I never found a need to learn to defend myself. So now I'm there, and I'm just oh, okay, okay. So yeah, it's that kind of thing. Guys, I feel like that situation I would never forget because you guys, it messes you up. That's why I can't with bullies, guys. I can't. So you cannot victimize grieving, guys. It's a no. I feel like that's where I lose the empathy.
Yeah.
That's where it just goes. It's hard to be.
People started losing empathy for her as well.
Yes, a lot of people. Because I'm not the only person she did that to. She did that to so many people. And when I tell you guys, okay, I won't say karma because we don't believe in karma, but the way God showed up for me, yeah, like that's how you know. Don't do people dirty, because when it comes back, yeah, it'll come back 10 times. I'm not gonna say anything more than that.
But I feel like there is karma, bro.
Yeah, karma is a thing, bro.
The Bible does say you reap what you sow.
So, but then now we call it karma, and then now it's like a constellation thing.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Get that whole,
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
I got a question. Is it necessary to find meaning in grief, or is it just something we say just to cope? Do you guys get what I'm saying?
I'm trying to understand the question. Is it necessary to find the meaning of grief?
Yeah.
The meaning in grief?
Meaning in grief, or is just something?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I feel like finding, and I don't want to step on anyone's toes when I say this, but I feel like death is inevitable. It's going to happen anyway. So I feel like people saying that someone's passing was for what reason and for what reason, I think it's to self-soothe or to maybe help them cope with the fact that it has happened. Instead of saying, oh, it just happened, maybe say that them passing was for this reason or for the, it helps an individual self-soothe or maybe take the blow less lightly, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I feel that an individual trying to find meaning in death or passing is it's really it's really just for yourself, and not everyone does it, because some people just genuinely believe that death is inevitable and it's going to happen anyway. So you finding meaning in it is more for yourself.
Yeah.
But
I've actually,
I've
actually like been through that, because after the passing of my grandpa, it was a thing of like I adopted this mentality with what's this? Death is a gift from God that we're not willing to accept. Yeah, well, that's been a thing that I've been, using to just cope, because
death is a gift from God.
From God that we're not willing to accept.
I've never heard of that
Some
one.
pastor said that to me. Then I was like, "Hey, okay."
That would actually make me rage. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. So,
what do you mean?
So ever since, I took it that way. Then I was like, okay, you know what? Actually, what if something we're not willing to accept, but it's just a gift.
I think that's why some people also get so angry with God. If that's what I think that's why they get so angry with God, because we know God is in control of everything. But at the end of the day, this is Satan's domain. This is a world full of sin, and sin is there. What is that verse? Something about sin and death. Yeah, so everything that has to do with death is because of sin, and it's not something that we should like you said, it's inevitable and it's because of sin. So we can't always blame God. We're on earth right now, and that's what's gonna happen until Jesus comes again and all that stuff. Yeah.
For me, the Bible says the only being that can take a life is God. Right? The devil himself, with all the power he has on earth, he cannot take our lives. So going with like someone, there's saints, like people we view as saints, like people who live a good life, they've been good, and God takes them away. For me to find comfort in why God does that, even though it's kind of wrong to kind of be like, God did this because I don't know. God works in his own ways, non-logical, it's his own ways, right? So to me, it's like God took this person in the perfect time, in his purely form, it's a good time to take this person, because what if this person would have resulted into doing multiple bad things, and now he's going to, in judgment day, he goes to hell or something. That's how I always viewed it. And then when why it says, why do bad people live long? Why do bad people prosper? And I always viewed as in, God wants them to repent, because God is a loving God. He makes them live long, giving them a chance to change their ways, to choose him. So finding meaning in grief helps you cope. It's not just to cope. It helps you cope. It helps you be like, okay, I have this
understand this,
idea.
yeah.
I can move on my life. I think that's how I view it.
That makes sense.
That is being angry at God like a valid phase in grieving.
I mean, it naturally happens, but like you just need to understand what's okay. This is what it
At
is.
some point.
Yeah, let's get over it.
It's I don't know. I mean, when Job like lost everything,
We
and
love Job. Paul and Job.
Like,
Yo.
relatable, like,
True,
Job is so
true.
relatable. I haven't spoken about Job in
Oh
a
no,
long
it
time.
was
And
okay.
Paul is
you
below.
I'm
messing
sorry.
this up.
Okay,
Sorry,
sorry.
I'm kind of lost. Who's Job?
Job is the figure in the Bible that lost everything, like all his kids. So he was
start with how
How-
and why.
okay.
That's everything.
So
Story time.
so story time, quick story
Briefly,
time.
though.
Yeah,
It's a long story. Okay. So Job was like a blameless man.
blameless.
He was perfect. He was the perfect man. Like that's Job, you know. It kind of the context we're given in the Bible is like Job never sinned, really. You understand? So one day the
He was
devil-
wealthy.
yeah,
He
was
had
well-
a
okay,
wife. He had
before
so
that,
many kids.
yeah,
he had lots of
land,
animals.
and
Yes,
he was rich.
he was
like,
rich.
Yeah, was that guy.
Yeah. So and then one day the devil stumbles with God, you know, type of thing. We're not told how. It just happened.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then they're like, he's like, the devil kind of goes to God and be like, nah, you given this guy everything. Like,
That's why he
well,
loves.
that's why he loves you.
He doesn't love you because
Yeah.
you are God, but because you blessed him with
Yeah,
so
with
much.
so
That's
much,
the
yeah.
reason why, yeah.
And then God says to Satan, do everything that you want to him, but do not take his life.
Yeah,
So Satan takes everything away from Job.
yeah.
His kids,
all of them die.
all of them died. He had like 7 or 8. He had a lot of kids, by the way. And his land, everything, bro.
The servants, whew,
and everything.
animals.
And then at that point where everything happens, like I would have been angry, bro. I would have been like, what the hell?
Yeah,
What's going on? Like I would have been
And still,
but then he just cut his hair off and he just bowed down and he
he
prayed.
kept worshipping.
He gave God more glory.
Yeah.
So, with your reference to my question about being angry, so you're saying we must cut his gold.
No.
Some cultures they cut gold, ne?
Oh
They
yeah.
do
I think
do that.
women.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
women
Yeah.
especially.
If you don't want to, what's gonna happen?
From the
From
death
what
of
I know. So when my great grandmother passed away in
Eh.
2024, it's part of culture or tradition for their children, if I'm not mistaken, or the intermediate family to shave their heads off. Like my grandmother did it, where after her mom died, if I'm not mistaken, yes, she has to shave her head off.
So if you don't want, what's gonna happen?
I have not gone past
I
that
don't.
line.
I don't think you can like.
Yeah, it's
can't
just
like-
something that must happen.
Has to
I haven't gone as far as
I've
asking.
never seen.
Crazy.
Cause
Well,
now,
I've seen it, but crazy.
cause now what if you know some people have big hair,
Yeah.
like like face, like like big hair.
Okay, we're
Girls.
getting a
Okay,
bit.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm just very curious.
But back to me, I would want to have that reaction.
Mhm.
You know, I've never experienced that heavy like
Anger.
grief, and anger
Yeah.
towards. Okay, I've been angry to God, like
Yeah.
on occasions, and yeah, it's been bad. But I haven't experienced that grief. But I would like to be like Job. But I know that there's a big possibility that I'll just
Yeah.
crash out and be like,
Let's see why.
what's
why?
going on, big
Yeah.
man? Why are you doing
I
this?
feel like you say big G when you are praying, like the way you're speaking. Like,
Okay, nah. Okay.
okay.
Your guys' responses on that?
I think I agree with what you're saying.
Mm.
Because in the moment, that's not gonna be the first thing that I think
Yeah.
about. I'll be like, but why? Why?
Yeah.
So until the emotions settle and now I'm thinking, then maybe.
Okay.
That's you see still maybe. That I won't be mad, but I'll
You
understand
better.
the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll question it a lot. So, like, I'll be extremely mad. I mean, like, I feel like all of us will be
It's
mad. With how,
natural.
why me? Yabo? Then compare with, okay, that person is doing 1, 2, 3, like doing bad stuff. I'm doing good. Yabo. I do sin, but like, obviously I'm not perfect. Yabo. I'm going to sin.
Yeah.
But like, compared to that guy, come on, like, why are you doing this to me?
Yeah, that one
But
we need it.
then it's a thing of, you know what, let me just pray because there's power through prayer, right?
Yeah.
Then just pray and everything will be fine.
Like,
Yeah.
why do you think people experience grief, deal with grief differently? Like we mentioned, someone could lash out, and then we have a Job.
Yeah.
Why do you guys think like that happens?
I mean, I think it's who they are, man. Like it's in their character,
Their
dog, and like
personality.
how, I don't know, they go about life. Maybe like that's just like the things that contribute. They've been in this like path where, you know what, if something bad happens, let me just pray. Something, I don't know, terrible happens, let me just like stick to the prayer. Then someone else is just used to Uti. I lose something, I have to get it back. And I have to like just
The
restore
reactive
everything.
person,
Yeah.
Okay. Big things.
I think I'm just gonna agree with what you're saying. I think it's in everyone's character, like how you deal. Also, just how do they deal with emotions? Like everyone deals with emotions like differently. So I think how they react to certain things also just plays a role in how they grieve. And I think it would be very crazy if everyone grieved the same. Like there would be no uniqueness in an individual if we all grieve the same, cry the same. Like
Word. Big hips. Why do you think people react to grief differently? Like experience grief differently? I mentioned that we have a Job, and then we have
Yeah, 100%.
and
crash out.
I think
crash
it's
outs.
also
Thank you.
your culture and your religion as well. Personalities, the way you are as a person. Because as much as you can do things outwardly because of culture, religion, also what you do when you're alone, how you handle it, that comes down to who you are and how you've been raised, how you handle your emotions, all those things. Yeah, I think that's all.
Yeah, I think you guys all mentioned the character thing, and he mentioned the thing of like, how you react to things necessarily, like people who are accustomed to praying after, bad things happen. So, like, it's a thing, it's a build up of thing. Your characters, you develop it because your character does develop. So some people have developed that thing of like, if something bad happens in my life, I pray. Then some people react on an emotional basis. They're very irrational. Like, it touches them. They want to react, and it becomes your character. And I feel like people allude to it. They start being like, is this guy? And then you just become that guy that just reacts to something. So I think that's how it is.
So there's just a whole lot of build up.
And in terms of the people who are around society, do you think they give people enough space to grieve? Maybe the family or the person exactly.
Yes and no. I feel like it depends on the group of people that you're surrounded by. Maybe some people are just understanding in that sense that they'll give you that space to grieve. But you also just get some people that are like they just won't give you time at all, or there's a time limit that they expect you to find. You can grieve in this time, and then after, yeah, let's get things back to normal basically. But I feel like with people like that, they do it for their own sake because they don't want to experience you in that stage for too long.
Yeah.
So they subconsciously place you in this time limit space of how long you can grieve for.
Sure.
Yeah.
I agree with her because like they don't want you to be their burden about. So them like setting a time frame about, they're trying to like reduce the burden like they have about from you. So yeah, and they just don't want to deal with that.
Can you repeat your question? Because I do understand what they're saying. I just want to understand your question a bit further.
Do you think society gives people who are grieving enough space to grieve?
Enough space to grieve.
I think from my perspective, especially with the African culture, the thing of being hospitable with visitors that come to pray for you or whatever, you find that it's always the family who should be grieving. They're the ones serving tea, whatever. And you find that before the funeral, maybe a week, people come and stay. You must spend the money to do all that. Besides funeral preparations, to cater all these people coming in. No, I just think it's better if you don't get fancy people who are too picky. They're like, hey, no, I don't drink tea, I drink coffee.
I mean, like people
What
just
do you
come.
mean?
You know,
Just
like
be like, guys, this is the invite only. Please, no.
Nah.
No.
but in African families, people just come and I will support.
They just come and now you say,
Yeah.
Okay, there's
You know.
there's the negative to that aspect of African families, but there's also positives whereby I know I'm Shona, and in Shona culture, right? When someone passes, we raise like significant amounts of money to cover the funeral
Oh,
and
yeah.
to leave the family that money. You
yeah,
understand?
I think
And
we must all do that, guys.
also, being a religious person, we really let the church come in, and you find people bring food actually, and they're there for you in your time of mourning. You know, they like they disregard, like, you know,
Yeah.
they might, it might look like they disregard you being in that stage, but they're actually doing so much more than you think. When you're crying, they're helping guests who are there. They're helping people who came to see this. You know, it's not all about the family. I know it sounds very, very negative, very insincere.
What do you mean it's not all about
It's
the
not
family though?
all about the family that's been, you know,
Yeah, he's trying to say Guti, like
what's the word?
I Guti, it's a bad thing to say it's not about the family, but like
There's
just
this,
helping out.
there's more, like, you know, there's friends, there's people that knew this person, there's this person that you're burying had these relations with other people.
Yeah,
As much
100%.
as you are also grieving, they are also grieving, and
True.
they can't grieve like you, because you know
Your relationships are not the
they
same.
were not the same. So them being them,
I'm
you
saying
know,
society.
that they're part of society. That's how.
But I think for me it's more of like it's more like an open kind of way of looking at it, because there are people who come to support and then there are people who, you know, like
Get
you,
those people.
yeah,
Came to
no,
eat. Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Just sit there. Can I have cookies and tea? And they just sit there.
Because there are people who are grieving with you, and you can see they are grieving
get
with
you.
you.
Hey,
And then there are
funeral
people who
day.
are coming there to try and support.
But
if you're
that will
supporting,
always happen. And have you noticed those people? Hey, Malube Banbani got drunk. We always talk about them after the events, and we joke about them and we laugh about them. They make, you know, they're part of like that memory, the experience of that grief. It will happen, like regardless, in whatever African or European culture or experience. That will always.
like you must just have the bodyguards of the family. Bodyguards of the family. If this one is going out of line, they are taken out of the house, dog.
I mean, the uncles do that, well, it's a thing.
I don't think I've been to enough, guys, but that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing to say I've been to enough funerals. Aye, we need more weddings, guys. I'm not playing around. Slingy, I'm not playing around. Hi.
Oh, when am I going to get married?
What's your wedding, guys?
When I find the right one.
Just to conclude everything,
Mhm.
can grief become a part of someone's identity if they grieve for so long and refuse to let it go?
Yeah.
That's a deep question.
Big things. This is for you, CEO.
I think it can. I really think that it can. Like a person that comes to mind when you ask me that question is, I don't know her name, but you know the Bryant's family, Kobe Bryant's wife.
Oh,
Like,
Vanessa.
yeah, when I
Is it Vanessa Bryant?
I don't know who that is.
no,
know
I think
something,
that's the
dog.
daughter.
Oh, that's the daughter that passed.
But
Yeah, when I think of her,
Gigi. Oh no, it's Vanessa. It's actually
yeah,
Vanessa.
the daughter's Gigi. Yeah.
Yeah, the daughter's Gigi that passed. So it's Vanessa. Yeah.
when I think of her, I'm just like her identity is just shaped around her husband's like death.
Actually,
And
yeah.
it's not like she's doing it on purpose, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at her, oh, okay, at least me. Maybe other people have a different perception of her. Like that's all that I think about. But do I think that grief can become someone's identity? I really think that it can, because maybe some people just choose to live their life for the person that they have lost. Like they just choose to take that upon themselves. That everything that they do must include this individual that has passed, and then it becomes a thing where their identity is shaped around this individual that has passed.
Do you think it's wrong?
Is that a good or bad
Like
thing?
as in, like, you know how fathers, you know, who when their widows have, you know, when their wives have died, I mean, and then they be like, I'm not going to get, you know, I'm on a date, you know, my life is that. Do you think it's okay just to live with that person, you know.
I don't think it's okay
Mm.
because do you think that person would want that for you? Or why are you why are you doing that to yourself that you want to carry on a life with someone that is no more? Obviously, it's just something that you would think of doing because of how much you care for them or how much you feel for them. But in some way, it's like you're just stealing from your own life because you're trying to keep this person that's no more alive, but they're not.
Yeah.
So I feel like as much as it's important to keep memories of them, don't steal that part of your life from yourself because you care too much. I think it even starts becoming a selfish thing towards yourself that you love this person so much that you choose to take away from your life to keep them alive, but they're not. That's not fair to yourself.
And also to people around you because this is what they have to endure whenever
You're
they're
with
around
like
you.
forever and ever, yeah.
Yeah. I think that is.
But that's tough, you know. Like sometimes you inherit these things, dog.
What do you mean?
Like without
we
even knowing.
inherit
As you
it?
mentioned, Uti, like Kobe Bryant died, yeah, well.
Uh-huh.
And like the legacy of Kobe Bryant, like stuck onto what's her name? Vanessa. So that's just her whole image really now.
Maybe she
So,
didn't do that to
yeah.
herself. Maybe it just happened.
It just happened.
Yeah, but people
they have
people
kids?
remind
Yeah.
people remind, like when you think of Vanessa Bryant, you just think of
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe and her
I actually don't like what's going on. I don't know who this is. I need to see. Like, I need a visual. Vanessa Bryant.
But just to say, I think I feel like the people out there, I feel like sometimes we make grief, you know, our
This is
lives.
her.
And our lives, and that's no way to live, you know. It's like it's not a good way to live, you know. God doesn't want that for you, and the person you left, they wouldn't want that for you. So
If you need help, get it. Like, there are so many professionals that you can go to, and family, friends that you can lean on, and you need to experience other people as well, as much as
your joy
that
can't
was
die with that person.
exactly.
And like I feel like people should also just allow yourself that grace to go through it, but then once that's over, don't allow your joy to die with that person. You're stealing so much life from yourself.
Because now they're living inside you, dog. That's that burden inside you, yeah. So
Okay,
it's
guys.
tough, man.
Yo, that was lovely.
I feel the death in my heart.
Guys, I think this was one important thing I've taken is that Dean can be vulnerable and emotional, guys.
Yeah.
So
it's just he chooses when to be.
He chooses when and in what.
Boy.
Okay, guys, we've come to the end. We've come to the end of the episode, and please comment. What are they commenting, guys?
I don't know.
They should just
Okay,
subscribe.
let the guests tell us. You talk too much, man.
What they should comment.
Yes, what should they comment, Sandro?
Like just I don't know. Tell us your story. You know, like just.
Comments. Okay,
I
but
mean,
if you want,
they can. You know,
okay.
Yeah, they can just comment their story. Then
okay, so you can
guys
feel
need
heard.
To, you know, like
come
respond
together.
To them as well. Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
guys, you heard Tando, and then a word from you, Tsengi. Final word.
What comments? I don't know. Comment your best way on how you can advise someone to deal with grief. Let it be a conversation that happens in the comments.
Okay. You heard Tsengi and Tando, guys. Start chatting on the comments and also start clicking on the subscribe button, the like button.
What are you doing?
What are you
doing? And share, guys. We have Instagram as well and TikTok. Follow us on those platforms, and we will see you next time on the Triple N Show. Bye.